This week on the Dumb and Drummer podcast, me and Josh did a split cover of Dad Rock Legends Creed, Higher. So we're going to check that out here in a minute and roll that fucking beautiful bean footage.
Let's do it. All right, let me pull it up for you real fast. That was loud. Oh crap! Because I forgot. I sent it in here. Hang on. I take 2 seconds. Take 2 seconds. I just gotta download it. I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch.
I always have everything ready, and then then this time I'm just like,
and then it just falls apart.
Yeah.
We're not.
All right, I got it ready now.
We're not cutting.
I always have everything ready, and then this one time I'm just a fucking pooker. Okay, I don't know what that means. All right, boys, let's do this. All right, everybody see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it.
I'll make them mine. Can you take me higher to a place where blind and see? Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets? Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets?
Fucking laser eyes.
The laser,
Dude,
the
like, after we
laser
were doing
eyes
it, I was
did it for me.
Yeah, I was like, let's just make this, because he sent me his cover of it and like the angle and everything, and I was like, how am I gonna fill in this space? And I was like, all right, I'll just put like the video there, and then afterwards, I was like, Steven, I'm just gonna add a bunch of stupid shit because it's already.
Yeah.
it
My
is
camera,
free, so-
my camera angle was trash.
Yeah, you'll fix it though.
Creed is fucking legendary. How dare you?
I didn't say he was trash. I said my editing was not gonna be perfect, so I had to spice it up with some Sierra badness.
Yeah, because my camera angles were trash. So
Yeah, it's because we had two different camera angles, like two drastically different camera angles. So I was trying to figure out how to fill the gap.
I get
you should have seen last week. So we have the cheapest e-kits there are, pretty much. And
Yeah.
I had never ever planned on recording on mine. So last week I was so frustrated. I couldn't get anything to come out right. I looked up this week. I looked up like every video I could on how to get the triggers to work better.
To come out right.
And I ended up calling my damn Sweetwater rep, and he was like, "Yeah, man, like if you're going to be doing fast anything, these aren't going to cut it. So I'm going to have to upgrade." So I tried to dial it back, but if you heard it, it was a little quiet on my end, but like
it's quiet on the end. Yeah,
my snare trigger was misfiring, and my kick trigger wasn't picking up every time. So it'll be a learning process.
But to be fair though, when you're watching the actual video, like when you're watching it, Steven's drums, like your drum sounds sound better than my drum sounds. So if that's anything for you, like they sound real crisp and clear. Like mine just sounded like stock.
Well, yeah,
vanilla turd.
Mine's superior drummer. So
yeah, I know you have superior drummer. I'm over here with a fucking preschool first act kit, just trying to go. I'm like, if I fake it, I'll make it.
Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna bury it in the mix like they did me in Scared of the Dark. No, I'm joking. They never did that. I'm not the homie from Metallica.
So did you get to mess? Did you get to mess with your settings at all, or is it kind of just where it's going to be too, as far as your
honestly,
triggers?
like I said, it's once I switched over to recording everything on Logic Pro on my iPad, and this will sound fucking crazy. I stopped recording on my desktop on my DAW on my desktop and I started recording on Logic Pro on my iPad, I don't have a trigger problem. Nothing double triggers. It picks up everything. I mean, you know, it obviously sounds like cheap sounds, but nothing is misfiring or not picking up.
Yeah,
so
once you get your
that's
once you get your Easy Drummer, you'll be able to
Easy
fix
Drummer, yeah.
all your like
Yeah.
latency issues and stuff.
yeah. I was gonna get good drums, but who wants to fucking use Contact?
Nobody. Well, that's pretty much that. I guess we can go ahead and get ready
Hell yeah.
to go into the full thing, and I'll introduce Paxton. We'll get into talking about some bullshit.
boys.
All right. Tell you what,
I like for you to tell me.
I tell
I
you.
like for you just to tell me.
I'll tell you.
you better
I'll tell
tell
you what I
me.
tell you when I told you.
Even you better tell me something wild in the next few minutes, or I'm gonna be real disappointed.
Be sad, boy.
All
Dingleberry.
All right. All right. Well,
Crab syrup.
Yeah.
welcome to the podcast, the Dumb and Drummer podcast. This is episode 3.
Nice.
So, thanks for clicking that play button. As always, it's me and Josh, and if you're joining us on Spotify, just like last week, we did do a little drum cover to start this episode off, and that will be exclusively on the YouTube for right now. We get a Patreon up, we may start putting some stuff on that.
Hell yeah.
But this week we're joined by great vocalist, good guy,
A really overrated
Paxton.
vocalist. He sucks.
aka Screamy Mimi.
Yeah.
He's in a couple different projects. Enda Vinera.
Enda Vinera, Backstabber, whenever we have
Why did
time.
I swear you were gonna say Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys. I don't know why. Into the air, Backstreet Boys.
Enda Vinera,
Lame
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. I'm a member of Tenacious D.
You're tenacious, mighty.
I'll give you
Jack
this
Black
Tenacious
stand
D.
in.
I stand in his Jack Black.
Every fucking tour we do, people come up to me and Andrew, and they're like, "You two look like if Jack Black split into 2 different people."
That's why I dye my hair blonde now. I got so sick of hearing it.
You know, I can kind of see it. I guess he's got like that older like Jack Black look.
He's
to him
got the
with salt
current
and
Jack
peppery.
Black look. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that salt and peppery in him.
Yeah. He's a handsome man.
Put some garlic powder on that bad boys.
And then they're coming up to you at Brojob shows, right? Because you're currently the fill-in vocalist.
Yeah. So,
Which is sick.
yeah, it's pretty fun. I love the guys in Brojob. They're really nice. Doing live shows has been a fucking dream come true for me,
yeah.
especially with this band, because I've been listening to them since I was 15. So, for
Yeah.
me, it's like,
Holy shit.
and then people will just come up and be like, "You look like Jack Black," and it's like, all right, cool. Like they just want to give me that information and then
You're
get a
up here
shirt.
living your best life and your best dream. You're just like,
How'd y'all like the
They're
show? How'd y'all like
like,
the show? You look like Jack Black.
how was the show? Have
That's
you
how
ever
it
told
is,
you you
man.
look like that Jack Black feller?
Well, you
What'd you think about?
sign my Bowser T-shirt?
So they're all like, you're all
Whenever
like,
I
"What you think
sign
about it?"
things, I always draw a big dick next to my signature.
Perfect.
And there have been people who are like, "Oh, whatever like signature you do, I'm gonna get it like tattooed." So I always make sure that if they're gonna get it tattooed, I make the dick just way more detailed.
What
Way
if you
bigger.
start drawing the
Let me
dick
put
first
this vein
and
here.
then putting your name in the shaft? Or
I should do that.
Or as you're finishing it out of the shaft, you can do a line out of the tip to make it look like it's calligraphy.
So
Come.
your name's
I
Seaman.
need to do that.
Come. I think I just had a melt. I tried to.
I think I just had a stroke.
Calligraphy.
Calligraphy?
See, I know what I'm trying
There
to
we
say.
go.
I'm just not there.
You're just not there.
So, how long have you been filling in for Brojob?
The first tour was in May of this year, and that was my first time ever being on a stage.
Oh, really?
The guys
Yeah,
were
see, that's what I was going to ask.
the guys were very nice to me. But if you want them to be completely honest, I was a fucking train wreck that entire tour because I had no idea what I was doing. vocally it was fine, but I had zero stage presence.
Poor experience,
I was
I bet
standing in
that.
the back. Yeah, because I just didn't know what I was doing, and I was afraid of what people would think.
You didn't know how to wash your balls in
oh,
a
yeah.
Walmart sink yet.
Right. But by
Hadn't got
June, I started moving around more. And then July, I wasn't there. And August, I was there. And there were 2 shows that I did by myself. Because Brojob has 2 vocalists. And those were the first times I was on stage without AJ to help me.
Gotcha. It's a little more pressure.
But right
Were those-
before that tour, I was on the way to the airport with Connor, the lead guitarist, and just to shout him out, that dude's a fucking wizard. Like, I don't know how he does the
he's a
things that he
finger wizard.
does. Yeah, he's good at fingering.
Got
Yeah.
those fingers all over the place, slipping and
Yeah, I
sliding,
like the way they groove up and down the steel.
tippy and tapping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. From,
But
from
we were on our
think-
way to the
yeah.
airport. What's up?
What? No, you're saying it's a finger wizard, and you're like it's going up
Yeah,
and
he's a
down. and I
finger
said
wizard.
From the string all the way to the nut. 'Cause there's a nut on the guitar. Sometimes I nut on my
Yeah, I
guitar.
got you.
Anyway, so you're going to the airport.
Why do you nut on your guitar? Who does this serve?
Oh, it just gives it character.
Yeah, it makes the sound better. It makes
'Cause,
Fair
it's
enough.
just you nut on any. You don't nut on your microphone to give it your essence.
'cause
Dude,
when you grab
I don't
it,
know
you're
if
giving
this.
it your power.
I don't know if this can go in, but there have been many occasions when I would just slap my dick on my mic to mess with people.
Oh, it'll go
Like
in.
I would be on calls with people and I would turn off my camera and they would just hear like and I would sit to like cut my camera back on. It's like, you know what that was, boy?
That
That was my shaft.
that was my wiener.
That was the Peter.
Yeah.
See, look, you're halfway there. You're already foreplaying your mic. Might as well just go ahead and pleasure it.
Yeah.
I
You
don't.
might
I
as well
don't
just
want
come
to.
on.
I don't want to come on this microphone though. It's a really good mic.
Well, just get a different
Well,
windscreen.
that's why old Alex Terrible took his fucking pop filter off, so
the
you
cum
can just
would
clean
go
the
in.
cum out better.
Oh, so we can
Yeah.
clean it out better.
Yeah, it's like a half pocket pussy.
Everyone knows that.
Well,
Come
I
on,
fucking
man.
didn't.
Come on, brother.
Fucking shit. So we were on our way to the airport to pick up the van for tour. And again, that tour was going to be like the first time I would vocally be alone. And because of that, I would have to be the one talking to the crowd. And we were just shooting the shit. And I'm a huge wrestling fan.
Oh, yeah.
And
Or an Indian
my-
show last week.
oh hell yeah, my buddy Jacob, he's also a huge wrestling fan. Like we went to school together, and the entire time we were in school, we were just talking about wrestling. And I started. Have you ever seen that Scott Steiner promo from TNA where he starts doing math to prove why he's gonna win?
Yep.
I just started rattling that shit off the top of my head, and that Stone Cold promo where he's like, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's a sorry ass truck driver. And Connor was like, you should do that because you're good at that. You sound confident when you do that. And I was like, oh shit. So now when I get on stage, I just talk the most shit and I just yell at everybody.
now you're just a Professional wrestling
you're living
persona
your
on
dream.
stage.
You're,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're getting to do music, and then you're also
Like
getting
I
to
go
do
on
the,
stage and
spot.
like I'm flipping people off, calling everybody a some bitch, like throwing my head around like this.
Oh yeah, bro. You can
Like
smell
I love it, dude.
You definitely got on with the correct band, I think,
Oh,
to
yeah.
be
Do that,
like
yeah.
a character on stage for sure.
Yeah.
Like if you had gotten in with anybody else, people would probably just been
You were
like,
like
"This
asking
I will
us
fucking
say-
jackass."
I don't know if I would fit in with those guys.
No.
But I will say, in May, we did a show with Extermination, Dismemberment, Organectomy, Ingested, and Devourment, and I love all those bands. And I got to
Eric taught me
hang out with Devourment's vocalist after our set, and we were talking, and Andrew, AJ, he was like, "Do you have any advice for Paxton? Because this is his first tour and everything." And he was like, "Dude, just whatever you want to be on stage,
be it.
just make a character out of it and play that character. And that was some of the best advice I ever got, because it's like, okay, well, I get up there, I'm not Paxton. I don't have to worry about like, well, what do Paxton's friends and family think of what he's doing? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
Paxton up there.
You
That's
can live your own
that's
persona.
Brojob guy.
That's the best thing about it.
And that's why, you know, so many people have stage names, you know, because it is a completely different
Entertaining
person,
themselves, yeah.
you know, when you're on
Oh my
stage.
God, I love
My
that.
stage name is Cumfinger.
Come finger, that's a good one. I was,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but you won't
call-
come on
they
your
call me
mic, but you'll
put-
come on your
put-
finger. Okay, whatever.
they call me Pussy Fingers.
Well, it's not that I intend to come on my finger. It just kind of happens sometimes.
It just happens,
It's got a little dribble down. But yeah, dude, I love environment.
You know, I challenge you
love the
then.
environment.
I challenge you,
I
Josh.
love environment.
Josh, next time you're whipping the old
Yeah.
noodle, try not to get any on your finger,
Okay,
man.
Yeah.
I'll
Next
take a-
time you're
You'll be
yerking that
hard,
dirt,
pressed to do that. Tell you
I'm
what.
gonna take a video. But yeah, I went on a small tour.
you won't even be able to use all your
No, I'm
fingers.
just gonna be like this.
It's like clicking it like a detonator.
But yeah, dude, all those dudes in the environment were so sick. I don't know if Eric's still in the band.
I love him.
The drummer, the one with the dreads. I don't know if he's still in the environment or not.
I'm honestly not sure. The only one that I got to hang out with was the
Oh,
vocalist.
okay.
I believe his
Yeah.
name is
I
Ruben.
used to be in a slam death band back when I first started, and we went on a small tour
Fuck
with the
yeah.
environment. And I was having trouble gravity blasting, and every night after the show, Eric would just sit down with me, and we would just practice in like the tour van on gravity blasting. It was
Yeah.
wholesome.
Dude, that's
cool
fucking
stuff.
sick.
Yeah, we were called.
I love those guys.
Masturbate while
That
eating
was
people.
like
Yeah, that was
08,
a while back. Yeah.
I think. A while
Yeah,
back.
That was a Fort Moon shoot night. That's awesome. Wait, so how did you meet these guys or get in touch with these Brojob guys to fill in for them?
So, it's kind of a long story, so I'll just try to fucking be compact with it. Basically, I was on TikTok screaming, and my current roommate, who is my guitarist, he found those videos. He wanted to form a band. He was like, "Hey, let's start a band. I want you to be my vocalist."
Now, was this was
And-
obviously before you guys were roommates, right?
Yeah. Because he was living in California, I was living in South
That would
Carolina.
have been
Yeah.
that would have been the strangest way to find out that your roommate was amazing
Look,
at vocals.
Yeah.
Just like, dude, I saw your TikTok.
I'm telling you, I've had some weird shit like that happen before, but this is go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So he was like, let's start a band, and we needed a rhythm guitarist. And my roommate is a YouTuber. He's McNasty.
Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah.
his outro for the longest time was written by Brojob. So they made an outro
Dots are
for him.
connecting.
So it's like Brojob
Yeah.
and McNasty make that motherfucking booty clap. And then it would go into like some heavy riffs and shit. So for the longest time, that was his outro. So he knew at least a couple of the Brojob guys. And he asks AJ, because AJ also plays guitar. Like, he's not just vocalist. Like, that motherfucker can play anything. And he asked him, was like, do you want to be the rhythm guitarist and, like, help us with audio engineering and things like that? And he was like, absolutely. And through that, me and AJ became really good friends. So in May, when they needed a fill-in, they called me, and it was last minute, but they called me and they're like, hey, can we fly you out in 2 days to do this tour? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, absolutely. Like, yeah, I got this. And as soon as I hung up the phone, I was like, what the fuck did I just agree to?
What are you doing?
Yeah, 'cause,
What the fuck are you doing?
I had to get 13 songs down.
Yeah.
And I had 2 days to do it. And I was like, fuck. That was also a part of that was a big reason why that first tour, I was a fucking mess.
You had to just
Because you're
stand there
still
and
trying to like
think.
get comfortable with all
Yeah.
the songs, with all the songs that they were doing on.
Yeah.
And then
That was-
then there's such a difference. Do they run in-ears and everything
Yeah.
for everybody? Okay.
So
at
everyone
least
has
you have
an
that.
in-ear where they can hear, and it can be adjusted. So I prefer, with my in-ears, I prefer to hear click, drum, and vocals more than anything else. That way I can stay on time with everything.
Gotcha.
Because
Yeah.
whenever, for whatever reason, whenever I listen to music, if I'm trying to like memorize it, the first thing I'm going to memorize is the drum patterns so that I know what it's going to sound like as I need to say certain things. So if there's a part where it's like, do, then I know like, okay, that's the part when I need to come in, because that's the part where it changes.
Gotcha.
Because like listening to the click can kind of help with like coming in on a part where the music kind of drops out and then I have to start screaming.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like in Teeny Weeny, there's that part where like everything breaks, like it just fucking, and then it's like, I just pissed on myself. Like for that, I need the click, but for the other shit, it's just like drummy drum guy. And our drummer is a fucking wizard as well. I cannot give the guys in Brojob enough credit.
is.
Oh, yeah.
I can't give them enough credit. They're all amazing people. Like they're amazing
And
people
musicians.
and they're amazing musicians.
Which is a
So,
good combo.
and-
Is that you don't get that very often.
Yeah.
Hardly at all, actually.
No, a lot of dude. I know for a fact that if I was half as good as they are, I would be so far up my own ass about it. But none of them are. Like they're very humble, very calm people, even though they are objectively some of the best on the fucking planet.
Hell yeah.
And they're all pretty well versed in both writing and production, right? Like I think
Yeah.
most of those guys can produce and do produce for other people.
Yeah.
Or mix or
All,
edit. Or they do
they'll
something.
go on tour and just have laptops and just make music while riding from venue to venue.
That's how you
Yeah.
keep ahead of the album cycle.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking sick,
yeah.
dude. I
If
fucking
you've
love
got-
touring with them.
Definitely, if you've got the ability to put something down, I feel like you don't miss out on good ideas. You know, if you've got that laptop there
Oh,
and you're
yeah, if you
able
have the
to,
resource. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
how
Oh, yeah.
to do it.
You got a
Yeah.
Tascam four
So-
track recorder.
That definitely helps.
Gotta-
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
with them staying on top of everything, because they've been putting out stuff like kind of as it happens, like the whole the teeny weeny stuff that came out about Elon, like right after he
Yeah.
bought Twitter, they were right on top of it
Yeah, they
with a fucking Elon song.
AJ will have like an instrumental made and then they like sit down and like shoot lyrics back and forth, get everything tracked, get everything mixed, make sure that like everything can be done live and all that good stuff, and then that's pretty much that, and then it's mixed and everything and then released. But yeah, everyone involved is a fucking lizard wizard. Like there was a video of Trevor, the drummer. He was like, if I'm missing terminology, you'll have to excuse me because I'm just a fucking caveman. All I know is grunt. So
Don't know.
He's
Don't
like-
worry. We're both idiots.
he's using a
biggest
drumstick to bounce another drumstick on his hi-hat, and then he starts blasting while
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
that. And I'm just like, how in the fuck do you figure out, number one, that you can do that, and number two, that that's something
Where
to
the-
do?
Where the stick's doing like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
So it's like,
I've seen that. It's
It's
crazy.
like a inertia type thing. Yeah, I saw a bunch of videos about it, and
Yeah.
it's insane,
it's
dude.
super cool. I can't do it as fast as most people. I can only kind of half do it,
I've never even tried it.
but I
I
I don't want
haven't
to let
either.
myself
I
down.
can't do it to the point where like I feel like honestly I can't even practice it either because like yeah, but that's just cool as fuck. Man. That's
Electric
just
kit.
cool as fuck.
Yeah. Then both of our guitarists are fucking insane too. Like, I feel like the odd one out because out of everyone, I feel like I suck the most. So
I don't know. If you suck, they wouldn't have asked you to do it. So you have to think about it that way. They're an already established band,
yeah.
and so
They-
they brought you in
and you're-
for a reason. So you wanted that big old dick.
One of them
well, then
big
they
old
got to look
yuck.
somewhere else because I'm lacking.
You got a vocal. You got a big old vocal dick.
That vocal dick. Well, I mean, you're what, 21?
Yep.
Or 22?
Oh,
I just
yeah.
turned 21 a few months ago.
That's
So,
incredible.
and the Brojob guys, they're mid-30s.
Yeah.
Is everybody around the same? So yeah,
except
man,
for Trevor. I think Trevor's
you've got a while
23.
you got a while to get them chops under
Yeah.
your belt, them vocal chops.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Them VCs.
Them VCs.
That's not cool.
All I got's a VCR, man. That's it. I ain't got no VCR.
I got a
Dude,
VC
I should have
guard.
brought my VCR with me when I moved, but I couldn't fit it in my suitcase without like paying a bunch of extra because it would have weighed too much.
Yeah.
Okay,
I had a massive movie
well,
collection
check it out.
when I was living in South Carolina.
What movies? Okay, you can if you can only fit your VCR in your suitcase, what 5 of the movies would you bring down? Obviously, you can find more when you get there, but what would be the 5 you're like, I need to bring these to start my collection?
I
back here?
have all 5 of the Death Wish movies on VHS, so I would bring those.
Those 5.
Yeah.
Easy answer.
He's like,
I think
I
there's
got it
more than
figured out.
5 because there's like a million of those movies, but I have at least the first 5 on VHS, and I would bring that.
there you go. You heard it here, folks.
Fucking Charles Bronson just killing people in the city. Like, doesn't get much better than that. Dude, one of the coldest lines I have ever heard in my life. It was from Death Wish 2.
Okay.
I think it was Death Wish 2. He hunts down one of these like criminal dudes and he sees that he's got like a cross necklace and he's pointing a gun at him and he's like, "You believe in God?" And the dude's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're gonna meet him." And he just peels his fucking cat back and I'm just like, dude, that was fucking sick.
That's it. That's fucking
That was
perfect.
so tight.
What? Like, do you think if he had said no, he would have been like, "Well, okay then. You get to go."
He's like, you know
It's like,
what?
"Do you believe in God?" "No." It's like, shit.
Well,
I had
get
this
the
whole
fuck
thing
out of
worked
here
out.
then. Get out of here then.
Then go on home,
Yeah,
boy.
Don't you coming back
Please,
go
around
on
here again until you
home.
believe in the Jesus.
I heard it was a bunch of Christians did what y'all did. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Actually, can I borrow $5?
I need bus
Hold
fare.
on,
I
come
gotta
back,
get
come
home.
back.
Yeah, I gotta figure out. I don't even know who I am anymore.
Give me $5, I'll let you live.
Yeah,
I'll let
they
you.
got a
live, that's
real
all.
good tasty sandwich at the Crispy Mart down the street.
The Crispy Mart. Fuck yeah.
Spare rib.
Spare ribs, Sammy.
Ribs.
Oh,
Good news.
Good news.
Oh.
Josh. From last week, my rib did not get
Oh, okay,
dislocated.
good. Yeah,
I just
you were
slept funny.
fucking. I mean, you weren't even fucking. You were just down. He was.
No, I couldn't even handle myself. I had to lay there in
Oh,
agony.
shit.
Yeah, I felt bad for the sperm, and then like literally 3 days before that, like your wiener popped out in front of somebody. But if you guys want to hear about that, that's on the last podcast.
So
Hell yeah. I'll have to check that out then.
had a neighbor that doesn't know how to use doors right. to give you the short the
Yeah,
short and
that's the-
sweet
that's
of
the
it.
TikTok version.
That's fucking awesome. He doesn't know how to use doors right.
No, just is this what I opened?
Jesus Christ.
Not right away. Not without warning, unless
Yeah.
it's yours.
Only your door can be opened without.
Hmm.
Co-
Without a warrant.
I was gonna say consent, and my mind just went blank, and I just went to
warrant.
condiment. I was like, what?
You can't open this door without
Unless you
condiments,
got a big
brother.
old
You
bottle
better
of
have some
French's
fucking
mustard,
spicy
you can't
mustard.
open this door.
French's mustard.
Mustard. Okay,
French's
so
mustard.
condiments. You're a South
I am.
Carolina man. You down with the Dukes? You
Duke's
feel like it's
Rooster?
the best?
It is the
I
best.
mean mayonnaise. Hey, wait. Does
Dukes
Dukes make-
mayonnaise. You
do
live
they make
live
any
and
other
die by the
things besides
Dukes.
mayonnaise? Like
Probably.
any other condiments?
Yeah, they do. They make barbecue sauce. I don't know if they make a mustard. I think they make a honey mustard, and then they make flavored mayonnaise now. And I've got the habanero garlic mayonnaise, and that shit fucking
Habanero
So I
Glaze?
need
Like-
an opinion. I need an opinion because this gets a little divisive. Grilled cheese is with Dukes instead of butter.
100%.
Yep.
Because because
Yeah, I'm
Because,
down with
yeah.
the Dukes instead of butter, but I'm also down
and
with the
well,
Dukes
well,
and
see,
butter
Well, see,
because I'm just
Steven,
a piece.
you can
I'm
put
just
the
a
butter
piece
on
of
the inside,
shit.
but put the Dukes on the outside because Dukes doesn't have the highest burn level.
And
You can
do both
actually,
of 'em.
Yeah.
yeah, it
And
doesn't burn
like Dukes will make
it
it like crisp up and like it'll make your bread tangy
but
too.
without
Dude,
burning it because it doesn't.
So
yeah.
sharp cheddar,
Sharp cheddar.
some good fucking bread, some Sara Lee butter bread. Butter the inside, cheddar, mayo the outside. Put that bitch in a George Foreman grill and serve it with a dill pickle.
I like a lot. Yeah,
Make you want to fight a bear.
you can do so many different breads. You can do potato bread. You can do sour.
Oh my god, potato bread.
And then if you want to get
Dude,
fancy,
King's Hawaiian,
I've
Potato
never
bread,
had a
grilled
King's
cheese.
Hawaiian grilled cheese, but I've had
the sweet and
I-
salty.
I made a bunch
haven't?
of King's Hawaiian like mini like chicken sandwiches with pepper jack cheese.
Yeah.
Like little like crispy chickers. I shouldn't have said it that way.
Yeah, you
Another
really
thing
shouldn't have,
that,
but
like,
I know what you meant.
Like I fuck with
yeah.
Dukes heavy on is just like I don't know if y'all are down with these, but just tomato
I
and
hate tomato.
mayonnaise sandwiches.
I'm not too big on raw tomato, honestly.
But my mom ate that all the time when I was a kid.
Dude,
Actually,
my
it's funny. I used to
mom
eat just mayonnaise
loves
sandwiches
that.
when I was a kid. We just eat mayo sandwiches.
My mom did. I didn't.
Yeah.
My mom also eats Dukes and
That is
banana
our-
sandwiches.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't either, but she swears by
I'm not
it,
sure
and
how I
I'm
feel
just
about
like,
that,
no.
Mayonnaise is
Yeah,
the
I used to get
sauce
down
of
with
most
just
people.
pimento
though,
cheese
so,
sandwiches,
I mean,
yeah.
if that's how you want to enjoy it,
Pimento cheese
I haven't
sandwich?
had pimento cheese in over a year, dude.
I haven't had
I'm missing it.
I
I'm
haven't
missing
had
it.
pimento
Fucks
cheese in
pimento
probably
cheese.
15 years.
I could not live that long without pimento cheese,
Yeah,
dude.
it's hard to find good pimento cheese.
It's
Do
hard to
they
find
not
good
have-
pimento cheese.
Do they
I mean,
not
yeah,
have
but it's
pimento
I'm
probably
sure.
cheese
I'm
out
sure
there?
they have it, but I don't trust anybody who doesn't have an accent when they're making it.
Don't
you
trust
know?
it. Yeah,
Dude,
'Cause, like,
pimento
we would
cheese is
get-
so good.
that's like
It
That's
was
like
called like
coleslaw.
Sparrow Hill or
I'm not
something,
just
but there
eating
was this tiny
anybody's fucking
restaurant.
coleslaw.
They would make chicken salad. They would make pimento cheese. They would do everything. Dude, their pimento cheese,
Fire? Okay,
the
so
best pimento cheese on earth.
have you? Okay, so you know that new Chick-fil-A sandwich out, the pimento cheese one. Have you tried it? Because I don't want to
Not
try
yet.
it because I don't think the honey should
tell
be
you
on
what.
there. The honey.
Add me on like Snapchat or something, and I will order it in the next few days.
Okay.
And when I do, I will give you an update.
Okay, because like I always was thinking about getting it, but if I got it, I would get it without the honey on it. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Pimento
Which
cheese and honey just doesn't sound-
I've had honey on cheesy stuff, and it's really good.
Yeah,
So like
yeah, but
cheese, even cheese doodles, they have a honey cheese flavor.
yeah. I
Really
think I
good.
fuck with that. I hadn't heard
Oh,
about
it's
it,
good,
but I think
dude.
I fuck with
wanna-
that.
And
You wanna hear
you ever
some-
put honey on pepperoni pizza?
Yes, I have done that. That's actually really good. You won't hear something.
Yes.
Really good.
I've done stranger things to pizza than you could ever
I have
imagine.
done some questionable shit to pizza, dude.
What's all right? So what's your wildest but favorite pizza concoction? That you've
I did this once, and I was not sober when I did it. But you know those Walmart pizzas? They're called like market side. Like you take it home and cook it yourself. I took
Yeah,
a
yeah.
extra large market side cheese pizza, and I put it
Shout
in
out
the
to
oven
cheese
until it
pizza.
was almost done. And then right before it was like finished, like it had a few minutes left, I took it out, and on one half I layered a bunch of cooked pizza rolls and pickled banana peppers, and then folded it and put a pan on top of it so it would stay folded, and stuck it back in the oven.
The banana
I don't know
peppers is the
how,
offset. That's fire.
dude. I don't know how I thought to do that, but I'm glad that I did, because it was a pizza sandwich stuffed with smaller pizza and peppers.
Bro, you invented like the that
You made
Papa
a-
John flip
a
over thing.
pizza stuffed
Yeah.
calzone.
It's like a calzone. It was so fucking sick.
You did that.
Yeah, it had many calzones within the
Multiple
calzone.
zones.
So mine is probably a mixture of the most white trash thing I've ever eaten. but it was hot. It had to be Hot Pockets, which I've done it with other pizzas, but it's just not as, I don't know, it doesn't give you the same feeling. But you cook a Hot Pocket, a pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket. You take a bite out of the end of it, and then you snap a Hershey bar in half.
Yeah.
And you shove the Hershey bar in there, and you let it melt.
We were on tour. Yeah, it's actually not as bad as it sounds.
Oh, I love chocolate pizza. I'll put chocolate on pizza. Oh, look at his face. He's just
Okay, listen to this. So Steven opened my eyes one day. Okay, so we were home from tour.
He opened your eyes.
Yeah, check it out. We were on
like to this food. I thought he walked up to you and pried your shit open. That's why I was confused.
He was like,
listen here, motherfucker.
Give you son of a bitch. But no, okay, so we were home from tour, and then we were at the Dairy Queen, because that's like the only thing that was in that town. And then we're there and eating a burger, and Steven got a double cheeseburger, pepper jack cheese, and had bacon on it, had fried jalapenos, and then he had a side of chocolate, like dark chocolate. And he got it, and he poured the dark chocolate on the inside of it and started eating it, and I was like, that's not cool. That's stupid. So then,
like, I don't know if I can continue this friendship.
looking at Paxton.
And Steven was like, and I was like, whatever. So I didn't try it. And then later on, we come back from tour, and then like I remember he did it again, and he was like, dude, you gotta bite. And he's like, you know what? I was like, fuck it. I'll give it a bite. Unreal. The spicy, crunchy, fried jalapenos, the beef, the chocolate. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was something. It actually was something in my mouth. It was.
Bro, I can understand, like, because I've done peanut butter on a burger.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
that's one thing.
Have you?
Yeah, I've made peanut butter jelly burgers.
Not a grilled cheese, no.
Oh man, you're all right.
But a grilled peanut butter jelly.
But I haven't had
There's
cheese on
cheese on there, and you're halfway there.
I'm all the way there. That's all the ingredients. Is peanut butter, jelly, cheese, and grilled.
Yeah, but
those are the 4 ingredients.
Yeah, but you didn't have cheese, so you're halfway there. Throw the cheese and you're done.
I'm 3/4 of the way there.
I don't know what kind of math you're looking at, but I'm telling you right now.
Peanut butter.
Yep.
Jelly.
Okay, so
cheese.
So theoretically,
grilled.
You are correct. So theoretically, you are correct.
No, factually, I am correct. This is not theoretical.
No,
I am
literally
correct in every facet that I could possibly be correct in.
Except mentally. Because the sandwich is not complete.
You're the one that thinks that 1 out of 4 is half. So I feel like I'm pretty okay mentally.
No, I'm just saying the sandwich isn't complete. If it's not complete, it's halfway there.
And I'm not saying it's complete. I'm just saying it's almost there. It's not halfway. There are 4 ingredients to a fucking peanut butter and jelly grilled cheese sandwich. It's peanut butter, jelly, cheese, and grilled. And like only one of those was missing.
Mm-hmm. But technically, you're not grilling it until you put the cheese on there, and then that splits those in half. And then it's half, see? So it's peanut butter and jelly, and then you have the grill and the cheese over here, so that's actually 4 and 4 split down the middle is 2. That's half, and that's also science.
I feel like if Neil deGrasse Tyson sat next to like someone who just got done eating bath salts, I feel like that would be what this is like. Because I'm just going about this with actual science, and you're just talking.
It's actual science. Dude, so like, I hate to bring up another podcast on a podcast recording, but have you watched the Neil deGrasse or listened to the Neil deGrasse Tyson where he's on Theo Vaughn's podcast?
Yeah.
There's parts of that are I can just feel like him through the speakers of my truck, just like, what the fuck did he just say to me? But then he like reels it back in and has something composed to say, just like, well,
it's always that. Well,
no, that
you know that on the inside he's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
On the inside, he's like this ignorant Cajun motherfucker.
He don't get real science.
I like to think that his like internal monologue is deeply Southern. It's like he don't get astrophysics.
He don't get.
You don't.
I bet
that
you
boy
he-
there. He just
bet you he thinks
just
he's
don't
halfway
get it.
there.
That boy's about ignorant, tell you what.
I tell you, my sister, brother, fucker.
My sister's brother would fuck her.
My sister's brother would. That's awful. Well, unless
That's
you have
me.
another brother.
Yeah. I'd ride you like
Yeah.
a roller.
Yeah, you could.
Prove it, nerd.
I'd throw up on you like a roller coaster.
Do it.
That's gonna be my
Feed me like a baby bird.
that's gonna be my next pickup line, bro. Hey baby, I'm gonna throw up on you like a roller coaster. She'll probably
Hey,
be
baby
like,
girl.
"Huh?"
I want you to eat a pound of
All right,
ramen and then
well.
feed me like a little bird.
I want you to choke it. I mean, wait. That's not what
I want you to choke.
I meant to say. I want you to chew it and then throw it in my mouth. I just came out with choking.
I want you to choke
you to
on
choke
it.
it.
I want you to
I want you to
suffocate my
choke it.
hog.
What the fuck?
Suffocate my hog. Oh man, that's.
I have
that
eaten
brings
so
back
much
memories.
ramen in the last couple of days.
There's nothing wrong with that. Do you spice it up?
Good ramen
It
or
was
bad
decent ramen. There's the problem is that I ordered a fuck ton of ramen on DoorDash.
Okay.
And then I put it in that cabinet right there. And I was like, yeah. And like I would sit down, I would be like, I crack open a little cup. That'd be all right.
Crack open a little
Anyway,
cup.
yeah. Well, apparently, after about 36 hours of doing this, I don't have ramen anymore.
Wait, so are you adding anything to it, or
Yeah.
just straight cupping it?
I'll just have a little bit of.
I was just raw dogging it, man. I don't have any like sauces or anything in my fridge.
Gotcha, straight cupping. I got you.
But I was like, the sink
sauce
in
in there.
my bathroom, because I live in a smaller like pool house
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
Like it's meant to just be like a hangout area.
Yeah.
But I put my bed in here.
I mean, technically,
So-
you're doing that. You're hanging out and falling
Okay.
asleep. So
Yeah.
you're halfway there.
But because of that, I don't have like a microwave or anything in here. Luckily, my sink, if I turn on the hot water, like as hot as it'll go, it's hot enough to fucking cook noodles.
Hell yeah.
So all I have to do is crack open a little cup, go over there, fill it up, and like set some on top of it so that it steams.
Let it
And
steep.
yeah, and like a
Let it
few
steam
minutes
and-
later, I got some fucking ramen.
Hell yeah. What is it? All the same flavor? Or is it a variety pack?
So I got chicken cups, and then I got Korean barbecue cups.
The Korean barbecue one? Is it the one that's like blue and black?
Yeah.
Those,
It's got that sweet, delicious tanginess to it.
Dude,
This
I
boy
wrapped
knows
those
his
noodles around
ramen.
my wanger. And then I ate them all.
I would if I could.
That's okay. I'll come help.
All right.
He's like, hang on now. It's halfway there.
Hold on, I think somebody just knocked.
Well, at least they
I think
know.
I just
somebody
want to eat
knocked on
cake
my
pops
door.
at your belly button.
The worst part about staying in fucking like trailer hoods and campgrounds is
Trailer
you
hoods?
just never know when somebody's gonna come up. You just never know
calls
when
it
somebody's
that
gonna come up.
instead of a trailer?
Me, I do.
Dude, I'd call it a trailer hood.
Yeah,
The old
that's-
trailer hood, man. I gotta
never
get back to the trailer hood and water my plants. You know, I gotta make
Gotta
sure
water
that-
my tomatoes.
I gotta make sure the trailer hood kids that are not rummaging through my trash.
Gotta make sure the bottle kids ain't throwing things at people.
There's a little kid here that will come up door to door. He's never come to my door. Thank God. I think he can tell I hate children. But
You just give off that.
he will come up door to door and he's like, "Hey, do y'all got any trash I could take out for $1? I've got all this credit card debt and my car notes due." And this kid's like
little
9.
kid?
Yeah, he's like 9 years old. So I mean, it's funny, but
Oh my god.
Dude, I would argue with him. I'm like, what the fuck did you buy? You're 9.
I'd be like, how did you?
he's
make
like,
it
"You see
good?"
that Altima over there? That thing ain't ran in a month, brother.
You
The
think
damn
that paid for itself?
You think that damn alternator went out on that thing, and I'm just trying to take your trash out. You don't want to get out here stepping on these rocks, brother. Come on."
Dude, you sound like my neighbors that I had growing up.
Oh my god.
It's like, you don't want to step out here on these rocks, man. Come on now.
Give me all
Tell
the
you gotta do it
copper
to
you
him, man.
got.
Come on.
I'll take. Give me all the copper you got, and we'll call it even.
I was
Just
not
give
prepared for
me
you
the
to tell
motor
me.
out of your Milwaukee, man. Come on,
Come on, brother.
It'll be all right.
Come on, brother.
Come on,
And
man.
Don't tell my mom I was here.
Apparently, when I get pissed, my accent gets really thick.
Mine comes out.
Yeah.
Because I was playing games with my friend RJ, and I was getting fucking mad because I'm bad at video games.
Oh, yeah,
And
me
from
too.
that point on, he would just look at me and be like, "Come on, man," because apparently that's what I say. But
No,
I get
man.
pissed and my accent's just like, "What the fuck happened, Steven? What happened? Are you okay?"
Oh my god. Hey, take a
Oh.
breath, brother. Take a breath.
I tried to drink and laugh at the same time. It's not a,
Didn't you learn that a long time ago that that's not feasible?
oh, it's not a good idea. I spit
My
water
friend
all on
Jacob
my
tried to
floor.
breathe underwater one time.
He didn't.
He
On
jumped under
purpose,
the
or did
pool
somebody
and
hold him down?
It was.
I thought
It
you-
wasn't. I don't think it was on purpose. It was like right after I turned 16, so he would have been like 15 or 14, somewhere in there. But he jumps in the pool, but he doesn't take his big breath in until after his head's under the water.
His timing was off a little bit.
Yeah, some back.
Yeah, his timing was off.
He was like, "I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it."
he lagged a little bit.
He's like,
Yeah,
I can just
I'm gonna
picture
do it.
him.
I just need a
I
second.
can just
like-
picture him
bro.
running towards the edge of the pool, just like, all right. So, do you breathe before you hit the water or after? After.
He lands
Homie
and
rubber
then
band.
breathes in, and
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Oh, Jacob's dying." So, but like I couldn't swim over to him because I had broken my finger the night before, so I couldn't swim properly. That's another story. I hit my friend in the head with a ball, and it bounced back, and I lost my grip on it with every finger except my middle finger, and it yanked it back and broke it.
"Oh, that sounds great."
Which breaking fingers doesn't hurt as bad as it thinks. But so you see on this hand, everything sits flush like it's supposed to. On this hand, it doesn't because this finger got
yeah,
fucked.
it gives you a natural vagine.
Yeah.
Little finger fishing.
But I had to go to my friend's mom and be like, "Hey, I need some Tylenol. I broke my finger." And she was like, "Did you actually break it?" And I was like, "Yeah, can I please get some Tylenol?"
And this is so this is when you were 16, right?
Yeah, so it happened on my 16th birthday.
Oh, what a-
I went
what a
over to
buzzkill.
I went over to my friend's house to hang out for a little bit, and you know the bouncy balls with like the handle on it that like you can ride on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. 4 or 5 of
they
them.
had a couple of those because my friend had like 3 younger siblings, and so me and his cousin, who he was also my friend, we were like fighting with them like they were swords. And then he got distracted, and I was like, I am going to wreck his shit. So I reared back, and I swung as hard as I could at his head, and it bounced off and just fucking... And I was like, fucking goddamn shit-ass motherfucker. And he was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I just broke it. I got to go get some pain meds.
Some pee.
yeah, it's fine. I just broke it.
Yeah.
I just broke it.
Well, it doesn't... So as it breaks... It's really bad pain, and then after that, it's like, well, that sucks. That
and it
aches.
swells up a lot, right?
Yeah. So I've broken that specific finger twice. The first time I broke it, I smacked a truck really hard, and then the second time was hitting my friend with the ball. So
Was the ball the
have you ever
first time
played
or
a
the second
game?
time?
The ball was the second one.
Okay.
Have you ever played a game called Ninja?
I played air raid.
Maybe.
So you stand in a circle. You can play it with just 2 people, but the point is you take turns swinging at each other, and wherever your hand lays, you have to leave it there, and then they get to swing at your hand, and you have to pull it back. It's to test your reflexes. But you can only get hit twice. If they hit this hand, it's out, and you can only play with this one.
Okay.
Well, me and my brother were playing it outside instead of raking leaves like we were supposed to. And I was like,
Boys will be boys.
and like I fucking smacked the fucking Ford that we had, and it hit, and I was like, that is the worst pain I've ever had in my hand. And I would try to close my hand, and my middle finger would stop here. Like it would just, everything else could
Yeah.
close, but this couldn't.
Yeah.
So I was like, that is 100% broken. And my mom was like, I mean, they can't do nothing for it. No
Can't
ways,
do
you're
nothing.
fine.
Rub some dirt on it. My mom would always be like, put some meat tenderizer on it. I'm like, what?
Rub some dirt on that thing and walk it
my,
off,
my
boy.
mom,
Meat
my
tenderizer
mom would
was
always be
medicine.
like, "Well, if you break it, all they're gonna do is tape it to your other finger." So I mean, I don't see a point in taking you to the
just do that.
hospital.
No, I
So
never played that
yeah.
game. I played
La-
Air Raid.
What's up?
It's where like you have a bunch of friends together and somebody yells Air Raid and you run under like a porch and you put your friend's dick in your mouth.
oh, we called that Monster Rain.
That is the last thing I would have expected.
Monster Raid? Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
know, tomato.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I figured a joke was coming, but I thought it was gonna be like, yeah, someone yells air raid and then starts shooting at you, and you gotta avoid it. Like, that's where I thought it was going.
I thought you were gonna
Apparently.
say like the dumb shit where you take a bow, an arrow, and you shoot it in the air and
Oh
see who
my
can stand
God,
there the
and, like,
longest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some hard shit right there.
I was like 4 when this happened. Me and my brother were throwing rocks in the air to see who could get it higher, and one of them came back down and like split my fucking scalp open.
Oh,
Okay, so that's
I've
not.
had,
Yeah,
I've
that's
had a ton of
wild.
head injuries.
I've done
ton of
something
head
similar,
injuries?
but I was stupid.
I've had a lot of them.
I was trying to
Makes
nail
sense.
some nails, and then I stuck the
Mm-hmm.
hammer in my head.
Oh my fucking God.
I was
Josh,
like
were you-
6 or 7? I was like 6 or 7.
were you around when I got hit in the head with that axe?
I don't think I was
Y'all
around, but I
froze
do
right
remember
when
talking
I started
about it.
telling that story. Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so it was like the day before Thanksgiving, and we were
Yeah,
out
you
in
never
the
asked
woods.
me about that.
You never asked me if I was there.
All right, I'm sorry.
But we were out clearing a trail, and I had this brand new hatchet, and I was out just a chopping,
Good book.
and I come through, and the handle broke off, and the axe head flew back and hit me like right here, and split my head right
Jesus
there all the way to the
Christ,
skull.
man.
And
Why
the
are we
funny
doing
part
this
about
to
it
to our skulls.
is my friend was there with me, who I've seen his skull too. He split his head open wakeboarding one day, but
Nice.
you know, he gives me his shirt. I put it on my head. We go back to my house, and him or my mom's boyfriend either went in there and told her like, he cut his head. Well, she thought they had said hand, so she comes in the bathroom, and I'm in there like looking at my skull, like, holy fuck, this is gnarly. And she goes, let me
Yeah.
see your hands. So I show her my hands, and she goes, they said you cut them. I was like, no, my head. And she looked up and was just like, oh my God, we've got to go. We've got to go. She was
Let
so
me see your
pissed.
hands.
She was
Let
so
me see your
pissed. She
hands.
was like, I can't believe.
Show me your hands.
Yeah.
Let me see.
And then she saw my head injury, and everything
Yeah.
changed. She was just like, we've got to go now.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah. ISIS. Oh, yeah. I'm. You know what? Yeah.
Yes.
I had my face busted open with a rock one time. So you would think after like 3, 4, maybe 5 trips to the hospital of me getting my head split with rocks, me and my brother would learn not to throw them at each other, but we didn't learn.
What else are you going to do in South Carolina?
Yeah, we had nothing else to do.
Exactly.
Lightning run in on our Wii, so we couldn't play that. So we would just be outside throwing rocks at each other. And he had this rock, and he chucked it at me. And I turn right as it's because he was throwing it at the back of my fucking head. And I turn, and it
brotherly
smacks me in the
love right
face,
there.
and like puts a fucking gash like right there. And like obviously I cover it up, and I'm like and then I take my hand, and it is like spurting blood, and I'm just like, oh.
That's the one thing about head injuries. It bleeds so much that like you don't know if it's really bad or if it's just bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I stapled my head for some chicken nuggets in high school, and like when I took the staple out, just blood everywhere.
Man,
and it's just a staple.
I was filling in for this band called Brother Wolf one time, and we were on stage, and so I had my Telecaster, and we were just rocking out. It was like the first song too, and I did a thing, and I threw my guitar back, and I came down, just busting myself in the face. And I remember I was like, yo, that
There was so
fucking
much
hurt.
blood.
And then so I was just like I was like, whatever, and I started playing, and people were like, and it was just like blood just dripping down like my face, and
That
was
admittedly
crazy.
that looks really cool
and
when
I
it
was like,
happens.
oh,
does.
this is dope. And then
Yeah.
and then so literally after the set, I was like, all right guys, I had to go to the hospital to get stitches. They're like, hang on, we want to get a picture with you before you go. So there's this picture of all the band guys like hugging, and I'm on the side like this. And I'm just fucking
Just
face blood.
got
and, like,
blood
they
all
blew it.
over your
And-
face
And,
and
and they blew it up and they have everything. Yeah, I have the photo. I'll put in the thing. It was only probably like 6 stitches, but it was pretty gnarly though.
Would you say like that's
Yeah,
that's
that
the
shit
worst
still
you've gotten hurt
bleeds.
on stage?
Oh, 100%. Like, I've never even fell down on stage before. That was the only thing I've jumped off of a 6-foot stage onto the ground and it was fine. But I
Yeah.
fucking almost
Get smoked in the head with
destroyed
a
my life,
fucking
bro.
your own
I
bass.
fractured my pinky on
It
stage
literally felt
last
like I got hit in
month.
the face with a baseball bat. It was unreal.
Jesus, man.
You fractured your pinky with the what? Sorry?
On stage. So it's still kind of puffy. You can see it, but whenever
Puffy
I like
pinky.
squeeze, it hurts like fucking crazy. What happened was, I was receiving suggestions for like what to do on stage and things like that. And AJ was like, dude, just go up there and act like a fucking gorilla. So I did.
Yeah.
And
Nothing wrong with
we
that.
were in Michigan, so it was like the 3rd show of the tour. And I get down on my knuckles and I like roll my eyes into the back of my head and I just start beating the
Harambe.
fuck out. I start beating the fuck out of the stage. I'm hitting it so hard that AJ thought I was jumping up and down until he looked and saw that I was beating the stage.
You were just
And I
Donkey
got off of
Konging
it.
that motherfucker.
Yeah, I was just
Dude,
like,
Donkey Kong is so underrated. Go on.
and so I look at my hands afterwards and like red, blue. And I'm like, that's not good. I'm gonna
that's not supposed to be that
Not
color.
supposed to be blue.
yeah, I'm gonna feel that tomorrow. And I did feel it tomorrow, but then I did the exact same thing again at that
We
show.
don't. We don't learn, do we?
No, fuck learning. And then I went home and just had to like deal with pain for a few, like, it's been about a month since those shows, almost a month.
There you go.
And
Put that I put that in the Discord. That was the cut.
The little cut that
God
created so much
damn.
blood, though.
It was bad.
So
Like,
much
there-
dude, if you get an eyebrow cut,
Yeah.
that bleeds like crazy.
There's like videos and photos of it on Facebook where it's just like gushing, and
Yeah.
the sweat was getting in it too, so it was stinging. And it was because it was like I was just filling in, but the songs were hard as fuck, and then it was the first song of the set, and there was like 8 songs in the set, and they're all hard. They're like a super like mathy
Yeah.
mathy metalcore band. So I was like, this is not tight. I can't even see what's
math-
going on. It was
Mathcore
Brother-
had a
yeah, it
fucking
was like Brother
grip
Wolf,
on Louisiana at the time,
yeah,
for sure.
big grip.
Like, that's when
Hell yeah.
Ethan
I
was
was
doing
just like,
toast and shit.
I was like, I need to play shows. I can't just sit around and not.
Yeah.
At one point, I was in every band in Shreveport, touring bands
Damn.
and local bands.
That's sick,
That was
though.
wild. It was fun though.
I hope I get really hurt on stage one day because it always looks cool, you know?
Yeah. Oh, like yeah. Wait, didn't the dude
Like
from
I thought
Cannibal
about like
Corpse,
what's something
Grinder?
I don't think he would like smack it off his head, but he always does this thing where he's like, oh, and then like he like brings it towards his face and then hunches over and starts windmilling.
Somebody
It's like
like-
it looks like he's smacking it off of his face, but
I can't remember who it was, but somebody like in a huge
I know
band,
G.G. Allen used to beat the fuck
Yeah.
out of his face with microphones.
So he would bleed. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was somebody who did it on accident. It was pretty gnarly. Oh well. Could have been a million different people.
I've been like thinking since I got home from this last tour, like, what's some shit I can start doing on stage that
Razor
just
blade your
freaks
forehead
people
like they did in
out?
wrestling.
I could, but I feel like that's too far for Brojob because like we're like
Yeah, but what
singing
if
about
Instead of
dicks and stuff
blood,
like that.
It was like confetti. It was
Yeah, but how would
confetti.
how would
It was cum.
how would I accomplish that?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Me and you'll get together and we'll figure out how you get some confetti.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just have to figure out how to get cum in your skin. So
Yeah, man.
I'll call up
It's
the
just gonna
guys from
take some
Guam
trying.
and we'll figure it
Yeah.
out. All right. Them boys know what's up. Maybe get some
They know
Fanta.
everything. But I've, like, because Travis Ryan does gross shit on stage. Kiyu from Deer and Gray, he fucking hurts himself on stage. Like, there's so many like crazy motherfuckers who just do shit, and I want at some point to like
You could have a midget in
I don't know,
lingerie come up and pull your pants down and spank you like your ass is red.
That is possible.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think my girlfriend would appreciate me doing that.
Well, it could be a male midget.
I still don't think she would appreciate me doing that.
Or maybe she can do it.
Okay, fair enough. That
Look,
one would
I'm just
probably work.
tossing ideas out here, okay?
Yeah.
They're in the bucket. They're
That would be a
out the bucket, they're in the bucket.
little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've wanted, even since like I first got into vocals, I've always wanted to be the scary guy. And I know that like touring with a band like Brojob, you can't be the scary guy because it's a comedy band. But I've just thought like, man, what's some wild shit that I can just do without like it being too much for, touring with Brojob? Because like, I love those guys, but because of the lyrical themes, I can't go up there and like be crazy violent or some shit. Because like it doesn't match,
You can't just be like,
I fuck with
guys
people
like
on stage
coffee?
sometimes.
Real coffee.
There are times I'll see someone like really close to the stage and I'll spend an entire song just staring into their eyes just to fuck with them. Like I've made people back away from the stage because I'll just be like just staring at them. I love doing shit like that.
Well, secretly, they probably like it.
Probably.
They just don't want you to know.
does this guy want me to touch him? I think he keeps looking at me.
Someone smacked my fucking balls in Michigan
Hell yeah, bro.
repetitively.
Like a good smack.
Like repetitively?
Dude, like a
fucking-
fucking Ric Flair chop to my nuts. Because so whenever we do teeny weeny for the breakdown, we always twerk. The guys had neglected to tell me that every time they do it, they always take a step away from the edge of the stage.
Yeah.
In all of my
For
time with them,
safety's
they had
reasons.
never told, for safety, they had never told me to do that. So I turn around, I'm shaking it. AJ comes over, he gives me like a pop on the left cheek, and I'm like, whatever, I'm fine with that. But this dude leans over the guard railing and starts fucking from my asshole down the bridge and onto the back of my nuts. Over
Back nut
and
shot.
over and over and over again. And the worst part is that it was like a fingertip back nut shot. So all that pressure was on a tiny point. So it was just like over and over again, dude.
No.
It gave me one of those nut pains that goes up into your guts. Like it was awful.
Good.
hurt.
And
Me
then I
just
had to
thinking
finish the fucking set.
Got that good.
Which it was the last song, but I had to finish that
All-
song, and then we did an encore song. But still,
All my screams were up an octave. It was just terrible.
I was
so
dude.
You were power metal.
I was pissed. I was so fucking mad. And like, I get off stage and I'm talking to them like, "Hey, I got smacked in my fucking gooch." And they're like, "Yeah, you should step away from the edge of the stage every time you turn around, because people are going to try to smack you." It's like, what the fuck?
They're going.
Like,
to
if
touch
someone
you.
is like, "Hey, can I please grab your ass?" Then it's like, whatever. But for them to just be like, "Oh, asshole," boom, like that sucks.
It's the age of consent, guys. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
You can't just be
Well,
touching
yeah.
people's balls all Willis
Ball
Nellis.
nutting. You can't ball
Yeah,
nut
man.
your boys without asking.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, I s-
The world is going to end in 5 days.
Oh, so
Sorry, I had to let that one out.
speaking of the world ending, you know the little Australian homie, what is it, Unholy Seeds, his name? You did that cover with him?
Oh, yeah, I thought you were going to talk about some different Australians. But yeah, Unholy Seed, yeah. That guy's pretty sick.
Yeah, he hit me up the other day, and I guess he had shared where there's another like Christian prophecy that the world's going to end this week.
Yeah. So there was one prophecy that it was going to end on the 19th, and then it didn't happen. So the guy prophesied again, and it's going to end this week.
So in 2000,
I'll see you next week.
yeah, I'll see you next week. So in
see you next
2011,
Tuesday.
another. I don't know if it's the same guy. It might be.
It might be.
Prophesized.
Usually these guys
keep
are like
re-upping.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
They keep
had
renewing their subscription.
Yeah, they're like, my math was 1.6% second off.
half. It was half off, Josh. You just know it's half. If it's one, it's half.
He was
yeah,
like-
it was half finished,
He was
Josh.
half there. He was half there, right?
But in
He missed
2011,
one of 4 points. He was half there.
there was a prophecy that the world was going to end and Jesus was going to come back. And you know who died the day before and
Macho
went up
Man
there and
Randy
stopped
Savage?
it? Yes, Macho Man. He went up there.
I was telling my girlfriend about that the other day. It's like the world
Yeah.
was supposed to end, and Macho Man took the bullet for
Yeah,
humanity.
he took it. He
said,
he
"Oh,
got out
yeah,
there.
brother."
He was just like, oh yeah,
And I'm gonna rise to the top.
The cream will
love
rise to the top.
into the mountaintop.
And I've seen
So,
the
oh yeah, dude. When that happened, it was
I've
just like,
sworn with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes.
man,
That's a good.
You got
that's a good
knocked down,
Randy
man. You
Savage.
just got to get back up. Yeah.
My
Yeah,
favorite.
the Macho Man has cried many times in his life, and I'll cry 1,000 more. But I've flown with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love Macho Man.
Dude, my
I
favorite
do
Macho
too.
Man shirt
His-
is him in cowboy boots sitting on a pier looking at a sunset.
his
Fuck yeah.
his interviews were insane.
Unreal.
Like I just
And
loved
think about it,
That
watching.
was in
dude
the 80s.
never broke
That was in
character.
the 80s. Like that's.
Have you
unreal.
seen that one where he hits a big inhale and I don't know if he got a drip or something from his habit, but he's just like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
and just like he like bounces out of camera
that
frame. He's just like, yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, I fucking love him so much.
Oh, the pinnacle.
R.I.P. He saved us though. He's the reason we're here.
Dude, he did,
He went up there
absolutely.
and he
on.
said,
Listen here, G-Man. Macho
got
Man's not
brothers
going
and
to have you
sisters.
taking my brothers and sisters. Yeah. Miss Elizabeth's
They're
still
not ready
down
to
there.
go, jeez, man. Listen here, Jesus. They're not ready to go down there. I know you have flown with the eagles and slithered with the snakes, yeah, but the Macho Man, he's been there too. And I'm telling you right now, yeah, those people down there are not ready to go.
I fucking love Macho Man so much, dude.
The best, bro.
Except maybe
Every
Hulk
time I
Hogan.
do his impression, I get like my blood pressure goes so fucking
"Yeah,
high because I get.
I think
hype.
it's part.
I'm
I
just
think
like-
it's part of
I
it.
think part of it though.
It's
I think that's
it,
part of the
yeah.
impression,
You gotta,
like-
Yeah, if you're not sweating
you
and a
have to
vein coming
get,
out
dude,
and you're turning red, then-
sweat.
yeah.
You have to get your blood pressure to stroke level.
if your
if
heart
you wanna
rate's
do a
not
good Macho
going-
Man impression.
If
Yeah,
you're not
then
just
you're-
fucking
then you're not Macho
thumping,
Man-y.
Macho Man and Scott Steiner, they could say anything, and I would get hype.
Steiner, the best
like-
beard mustache
Dude.
handlebar combination of all
Yeah,
time.
and that fucking chainmail hat that he
And
had,
then he-
dude, that was hard
And
as
he had
shit.
some gnarly calves, bro. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
His calves had a handlebar mustache.
had a sexy
I'm a
cat.
genetic freak, and I'm not normal. I fucking love that shit so much. See, normally if you was to go one-on-one with another wrestler, you'd have a 50% chance of winning, but I'm not normal.
And that's halfway there.
That one is. That one is halfway there.
I have a soundboard with a bunch of like wrestling theme songs on it, like just for different situations. Like if someone
I
makes a
warm up to
joke and
wrestling
it
songs.
bombs,
I warm up to the,
if someone makes a joke and it bombs, I just, oh fuck, hang on.
Do it.
And I just stare at them.
So warming up to the WWF, well it's WE now, but WWF Attitude Era
Yeah.
compilation with the intros. That's where it's at, bro. Back when
Dude.
Gabriel had his like old shit on there, where it was all like gothic.
Yeah.
out, and Vampiric was on there. Oh, there were so many good ones on there. And then even Chris Jericho's, I mean not Chris Jericho's, but Christian's old intro was hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Dude, you just knew if you heard
Hard in the
this,
motherfucking paint.
You already knew what was happening. You already knew what was happening.
dude, shit was about to get wrecked.
Bro, there's just something about Stone Cold. Everything about him in the Attitude Era was just unreal. Like,
Like, dude,
he's the reason that I slowly made the switch from WCW to WWF. Because I
Yeah.
was just like, bro, what is this dude just with the Are those real beers?
It's like
He's probably the reason I
and like he
drink
can get
beer.
away with it on
Are,
TV.
are those real beers?
He's definitely the reason I drink beer for sure.
Are
bro.
those real?
Are those real beers?
Dude, I fucking hate beer, but if anyone was gonna get me to drink it, it would be Stone Cold.
Bro, his beer
The
was good.
fucking the promo he did with Scott Hall, where he was like, "You don't want to drink a beer with me? What? You're hurting my feelings. You don't want to drink a beer. You're gonna make me cry. You're making me sad. What? Every time you say what, I'm gonna stomp his ass. What?" And he just starts beating the shit out of him.
R.I.P.
Yeah, dude, legends. I fucking love wrestling so much, dude.
I have so many of the VH tips.
VH tips. The VH
What's in this water?
What?
I have so many of the VHS tapes back when I was a kid from like WWF In Your House and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that era was so sick.
Dude, have you seen that video? It's from ECW.
Oh my God, ECW is my favorite wrestling organization.
Yeah, have you seen the video where Al Snow, he's got the fucking mannequin head?
And then he's doing it,
And
and,
then-
everybody has
And
hands?
everyone in the crowd has one. And
Everyone
he
has-
gets in the crowd, he starts jumping around
Yeah.
with it.
That's just crazy.
Dude,
ECW was the first and the only company to ever let so many people come in the ring after a fight that the ring broke.
yeah.
Like ECW was amazing.
It's so
all
fucking good. I love
All those
ECW.
Sabu and Sandman matches like early on, that was unreal. And the shit that Rob Van Dam was doing in ECW,
Dude.
that shit is crazy unreal.
That clip of fucking Sandman up in the crowd bashing his own fucking head in with that can, that is the hardest shit I have ever seen in my life.
Dude. Sabu was like
That is a man who enjoys hurting
okay,
people.
So you have a Stone Cold, right? Sabu is
Yeah.
like Stone Cold's super crazy rednecker uncle that just got out of prison. Like,
Yeah.
I mean not Sabu, but Sandman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unreal, dude. That dude is wild, bro.
Fucking
And
insanity, dude.
Okay, I still want one of those Sandman T-shirts. If I had the money, I'd buy them. So it's okay, Steven. You know the old Budweiser logo?
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm talking about? It's like that,
Yeah.
and it says Sandman, and on the back it's got him. Like
I know Budweiser, goddammit.
bro. That and you can find it on eBay, but they're like $300. So if I
Jesus
ever
Christ.
get like real money, I'm doing it because that's.
If I ever get
hard.
some fuck you money,
Yeah. Or just just.
If I
money.
ever get like lottery money or some shit, I'm getting some old fucking wrestling merch, and I'm getting a Psychopathic Records jersey because those things are like $400 fucking dollars. But like, I want one.
I still have back home with my mom, but I have all these shirts that I can't wear anymore because I had them in like junior high and stuff. But back in the day, Walmart sold the best wrestling merch, like the
Yeah.
best wrestling merch. So I have all those
Dude,
back at
early
home.
2000s, my
unreal.
dad would buy me like, there were t-shirts that would have a picture of the entire roster.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And like, he would get me those, and I would just be like, that's this guy, and that's this
that's this
guy,
guy.
and that's this guy.
Yeah,
Dude,
bro,
like
so
little
sick.
other kids would come up to me, he's like, that's The Rock. And I'm like, yeah, he says cuss words on TV. He's cool.
Bro, that Goldberg shirt where it's just him and he's kind of like a faded portrait and it says Goldberg
Yeah.
in gold. Like, did we get at Walmart for like $12 back then? Maybe $7.
Dude.
Those things are like $900 on eBay right now.
As unsafe as he was to work with, Goldberg was a really good character.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
obviously
his
everybody likes
entire thing was, I am going to eat someone alive in 50 seconds
Bro,
at
he used to
most.
blow the smoke out of his nose coming with
Yeah,
that shit was
that was so
hard.
fucking
That shit was
sick.
hard, dude.
Just
That shit was so hard.
every time I smoke a black and mild, I like to pretend that I'm Goldberg.
Dude, that shit was so hard. Yeah. Oh my god, I can talk about wrestling characters all day.
I love wrestling so fucking much, dude.
There's a smudge on my camera. Well, not a camera with a light. And it looks like there's a cum stain on my shirt right now. Oh wait, that is cum.
Yeah!
Yeah, never mind then. Whatever. It might be.
If you look at my shirt, it looks like a purple cum stain.
Playful.
Pure.
Ooh, I swear to God, someone's fucking with me.
Is it that kid asking for you to pay for?
it might be. He might be.
It's that kid asking you to pay back his credit card debt.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Listen, man, I just need you to go down to the sheets and get me a sixer, okay? I've had a rough day.
Man,
I hadn't been able to pay my goddamn electric
He's
I
at
bill.
a
just got a
Sixer of apple
favor to
juice.
ask you, man. just one little favor. I want you to go down to the Piggly Wiggly and get me some damn hot dogs and buns.
I used to shop
man.
at the Piggly Wiggly.
I fucking love Piggly Wiggly.
Steven, I know you probably did too because Mount Pleasant had a Piggly Wiggly. Okay, hang on. Steven froze.
Froze.
But the way you froze is hilarious.
My internet froze.
Steven, you were just like this.
It's like Mount Pleasant